So the trade that recently happened was Mathew Stafford to the Rams for Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, future first-round picks, and the third-round pick. And a lot of people are speculating and saying that they don't like this move because he's too old, he's too injury-prone, he's not a good quarterback. And I want to kind of just ease your concerns if you're a Rams fan or just a Stafford fan in general, just because a lot of people are just concerned about a lot of things with him that I just mentioned. So I just kind of want to ease those today in this video. So one of the first things that you're going to notice about Mathew Stafford, if you're comparing Mathew Stafford and Jared Goff, is that Mathew Stafford takes deep shots and he takes risks. And his interceptions compared to Jared Goff's look a lot different, because there are interceptions you can be okay with, and there's some that you go wide. Like, if you have been a Rams fan, watch Jared Goff against the Seahawks the second time around, not in the playoffs. He rolled out and then threw that interception when he could have just scrambled. He was indecisive. We've already talked about that. But, Jared Goff throws those ones that you just think, why? Or how did you miss that guy? With Mathew Stafford, the interceptions he throws first is not a ton of interceptions, and that's not a number one concern with Stafford. You don't have to be worried about the turnover game winning that, because he's good at that. But the interceptions he throws are ones that are acceptable. That could maybe be a 50-50 ball deep and it's intercepted, or he throws it and maybe the guy just doesn't catch it, bounces off his hands, it's picked off. He takes those shots because he's got the confidence. That's a big thing. He's got confidence compared to Jared Goff of late. He's got that confidence and that swag. So that's just one of the things that can help him. But another thing that he's got some great accuracy. If you look up some of his highlights, I'm not going to insert them in here because copyright. But if you look at some of his highlights, he can fit these throws in the tightest windows. I saw a few where he just from this year where he fit it between 3 people, and when he sees his guy, he locks in, and sometimes he's not like Goff where he just sees it right away and he throws it and gets baited. He knows when to wait to throw it rather than, okay, I see it, I'm going to get it now. But he has the capability to do that too. So he's aggressive, and that's good because, stretching the field is going to be a huge part. We'll see if we pick up anybody to help that this year. But Mathew Stafford is a great quarterback and one of the most underrated, if not the most underrated quarterback, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because he's on the Rams now. I've always believed that. If you take a look, he was in Detroit. They rarely had a really good running game or just even a good running game. And that's what he has with the Rams. They rarely had so many great receivers. And the Rams bring that. So that's just some of the things that help. And then he's gonna be assisted with a great defense, a great coach. So those things are a winning combination. And Stafford is one of those guys. He can take those aggressive shots. He's a leader and he wants to win. I'm sure most of you have already seen this by now, where he got injured. He injured his shoulder, and then he told them to get off of him, and he came back out to win the game. That's the type of player you get out of Mathew Stafford. Just a guy who wants to win for his team. Like 12 years, however many years that was with the Lions that he spent, and he just wanted to win, and he was persistent with them until it got to this point. So he's gonna lay it all out on the line for your team, and that's some things I feel like sometimes Jared Goff lacks. No, I'm not trying to bash him or anything, but that's some of the things he lacks, in my opinion. So Mathew Stafford's always in the game in the zone. Yeah, of course, every quarterback makes those mistakes where it's just a bad interception, but you rarely see that with Jared Goff. With Mathew Stafford. So Jared Goff is the opposite. I think this is a huge upgrade. Let me know what you think down below. These are just some of the things that he's skilled at, and I'm just saying you guys should not be worried. He's a great quarterback, and being that he wanted to go with McVay and McVay wanted him, that's just going to also be a winning combination. So please make sure to like this video. Thank you for stopping into the Rams house, and make sure to have a blessed day. God bless, and horns up.